with the lie on that shit. Dog, we don't know what's been found out. Asia, go look at the what's processing. Because one of them already was worried about. How about they stop recording one? Then stated. He said, yeah, y'all them niggas. Just at the last minute with the answers. Don't ever teach a class then, man. Y'all will brag with the teacher's edition, man. You know what? She says it along with him. They says, oh God, no. He says, oh God, no. They says, oh God, oh no. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. That's the same woman that just looks at you like you crazy, man. Said it. Wish they attach you with the fucking scam as the reason they need. So you will see that in your subject at this point. No. No. This bitch, what would you call life's busyness then, Janet? A sick ass turnout call. Okay, sorry, Asia's not involved in that either. He says it. She says, okay. And if it doesn't have nothing to spare with, they says just, yeah, B word. He says words mostly. He says, oh God. He says it. No. I know everything you about to say so much, you ain't gonna want to say yes to saying it out your mouth. There you go. Wow. Then imagine not giving a fuck and just moving on with your life. They said, then what the fuck y'all couldn't give a fuck about? They said the one they couldn't get it from, okay? It says it. So we gotta deal with worst case, who she didn't hear, and she says it. She says it, okay? It says, wow. Oh no, they worked around Asia just to double her work, man. She says, well, that's that one. That could be seen on that. Unless they really bother us. They about to bother us. Yo. Asia, just make sure that's not double being uploaded. Since they want to bother you that much about how you're not keeping on track, though. Oh, I'm not liking what they raping me. How they raping me today. Oh, okay. She says, no, she don't like to be raped at all. I don't even like being raped with the truth. Oh, no.
Police officer stopped me on the sidewalk and asked to see my ID.
It says it. Oh no.
Sweating me about my name.
He got mad over how he can't make nothing. So no, they didn't just remake anything to the point that's all they would have did. He said it. He says like y'all couldn't bother her. It's like y'all couldn't, man. They says it when y'all try to bother like her ideology. Remember, if y'all don't want to announce that, don't sick her around and try to say to everybody, well, you know how it is, and they don't. Because all y'all analyzing is why she's different from that point. And either way, dog, they've been sick in Asia for 10 years. Please be mindful as to how often she doesn't view her friend's page because y'all are very numerous. And numberless too. And he says that how they can't stick around her for lookalikes just to bother the same girl with her. She says that in the equation for that, he says dog, there we go. They says dog, he says it. Anything else, Sicko? He says it. He says it. He says, oh, no, he didn't just go crazy and says, yo, no, I didn't just bother the shit out of her with everything about how I couldn't. Dog, this shit is really fake about how y'all couldn't sick everybody but the victim. So when y'all gotta understand all of that, that's what she kept saying, dog, no, I didn't just bother my life out. I just went to tell a lot of people too, they got mad over how they said it. You need to really stop sicking around her too. Because they really all sicking her just for a future. And when the future's already there, do you understand how blind they will be so sick with their sight, man? And they got to deal with how they understand how they couldn't have bothered the fucking people, man. She says it. They kept saying they really just said it, okay? They said, dog, they got mad over how they can't even bother the shit out of Asia. They was like, how the hell we can't even go crazy about how the hell they can't even go crazy? They said, dog, when they went to go crazier, he says it, dog. They said it. I could see why they kept saying, dog, oh no. They said they sicked her with something. They said when we got to deal with everybody else, they kept saying when we can't even organize the workers, they walking all day around her. And they made her how they was just saying, yeah, y'all want to be there. And she can't even, they can't even fake themselves out of someone else's city so much. The whole hometown part of the city actually faked around with them. They done already sicked up the county and all this other shit. And meanwhile, they can't go crazy about how the hell they didn't go crazy. They said they got to worry about all the orange. She said they kept saying, wow, just say, they said it's only 2 or 3 different years, man. They said they kept saying, dog. They kept saying, wow, they really just said it. When they said it, when it's against the victim, and you not understanding why she's not involved in that, can y'all not make it seem like she's a bum? Because, yes, a lot of y'all might have witnessed her being sicked out of her jobs, okay? She's not like she was the only corporation that these pieces, okay? And when, dog, that's when you creeped her out. He says it, yeah. He says, no, she didn't want to hug me. She says it. That's what he kept saying, but, okay, she's lucky she was able to walk away. Oh, wow, because he wasn't that sick about raping somebody. Are you kidding me? Like, if I got to worry about anybody not being around somebody for that, that's why y'all never see it. Okay? So, meanwhile, he's actually said it. That's where he kept saying, dog, no the fuck he's not bothering Asia. Okay? He says it. He says it. Oh, no. He says, sorry, sir. They said it, dog. You can't be 21 without them asking for real, giving the power that y'all gave them ass people. That young, okay? And then when you want to do that, yeah, do it for both of them. Either way, you'll be amazed as to what they can lie for Asia the next day about. Even lie on them to cover up their sins as the second fucking evil this fucking emergency stuff out. Now I get what this girl's story was. They couldn't make her more hard. Okay? That's why he was just talked as his own mom as a whining ass baby, 2 out of order. 2 out of order. She said, just make sure y'all never need your grandma, okay? They said it. Yes, I did. I just said that. They said it. Now we get it. She said it. They really can't. She's a snake talker. She gets the whole quote. People's like, how the fuck they can't lie on Asia? They say, because Asia says nothing when they get mad. They say, y'all fight her against an innocent black mom. And I'm sorry that y'all can't fight her innocently. Like, damn. He says, wow. They're so mad over how they can't sick on Asia. They use it as a fucking double plot plan to keep Asia sick up. Worst case, if they need to say something good, like, yeah, it's good she can get a dead head. Meanwhile, she's double sick over either. She said either witnessing the fact that everybody, wow. They sicked her. They said this is dead. They said Asia, they can't fucking bother nothing. They said Asia, if they going crazy, they says it. They says it. Don't look at me to be your abuser. That's what y'all with. He says, dog, now we done. That's why I kept saying, dog, if you seen it, that's just a sister. Hurry up. They mad over how they got to figure out that. He says, dog, when you get mad, don't sick Asia as the last kid on earth, man. Because that's that chick. They says it, okay? He said that's why they was all talking shit to her. And when she tried to speak to Asia, she's not the one that's from Trinidad. That's not the family, that's them, okay? Okay. She said, we don't have nothing to do with that. That's sick. You can't even 1026 that. He says, oh, God. Case closed. He says, dog, no the fuck she's not going crazy. She says, yo, she just did it for herself. She said that Asia, no. No, my mom wasn't that so much. She said that they didn't tell her to remember that part. Yeah, y'all raped her mom right into the daughter that got raped that fucking week earlier. How about the woman had nothing to lie for y'all about, and all she could say in front of her mom is that I'm sorry that I had the wrong idea about you. Wow, y'all sick. And now we hearing 20 years later about some other fucking what? They said it. She gotta trust yours, the sources. Oh no, I ain't being all that. He said, yeah, don't do me. Cause he was like, bitch. They try to reenact that shit so much. They can't. They can't. They couldn't do that girl for over 6 months. They kept saying, dog, I don't know what time y'all fighting for. They was like, when she said something, we was like, don't say this possession can almost be over, man. They said the older person doesn't even know how it can be over. Asia's saying that shit can be over. Practice not holding your breath in water. You got sinks, all that stuff, then practice in the middle of air. Work on exorcisms now. He said it. She said, smell bad and good for you. You know what I mean? Like, just stay away from people. He was just like, yeah, for real, man. He said it. They shouldn't be offended. If they do, then you know you got to utilize the lawyer system. This nigga's so sick. He acting like she in a fucking type of household she ain't gonna never be in because she, dog. When they learned up, that's when they tried to shit on y'all, okay? You know what I mean? He says, damn, I'm not even a thing. He was like, they kept saying, they was just like, dog, they kept mad over how they said it. He says, yo, he said, that's the one that said, why you do that great quote eventually. But y'all using that person in my face. He says, y'all want to use the sick on households, the sick are back too. That's why they all sicker than me as far as their age. Just don't sell nothing no more then. He says it. Because she tried to, wow, dog. When they're telling each other how to stay away from each other, dog. She says it. Then you have to worry about worst case them raping the shit out of you. She said this is where she's not going crazy. They was like, yeah, that's her. They was like, yeah, we understand that's her. But y'all want to lie and say that she can't get her. Oh yeah, she's too responsible. Yeah. Y'all forget that y'all sick all of that stuff. And they said, sorry, mom, that we didn't have 2 fucking Alexanders to fucking lie out on so much that y'all lied on a random fucking boy her age. And he said, this is where he says, oh God. He said, he kept saying, dog. She says, oh God, no. Oh God, no. He says, you can't even bang with the cops so much, dog. He said, I gotta deal with everybody calling me the dude that got his hand stabbed. He says it. That's what he kept saying. They really just said it. He says it. Yo. He says it. Why y'all go hurry up and read and not do the same thing? He said, that's a sick ass rape world. He says, oh my God, dog. No, I'm not the same one. He was like, ew. He was like, y'all kids, they can't. They said, understand that the way that y'all victimized her, as he kept saying, dog. No, we didn't just... They said, well, y'all can't sick industry around them. And they find a way to flee. They said, remember what y'all couldn't do the day before. Oh God, no, they kept summing things up around me. He said that maybe you should have really, really less evil people to tell you stuff. She says, less people really just going like that. He says that that's where he was like, okay. He's like, we don't know how to tell y'all how y'all didn't victimize Asia, okay? And he said, this is where he got sad. He said, they was like, yo, no, they didn't forget what the hell they had to do. He said, that's why we couldn't do nothing but think that it was going to be over in 10 years. Because if it wasn't a 10-year-old, a person waiting for their adulthood in 10 years, why couldn't Asia be talked to without with like she's into the world? That's what was crazy. She said it. We don't know what her mom might have been fucked over with. She said Asia didn't know. Okay, she didn't know if Asia's being hurt and abused. Pretty didn't know. And if y'all all did what y'all said, yeah, those that were claiming she had too power with the cops, how about Peaches would have heard it in 2015 in her head? He said it. Y'all might have lied her around. They might have lied her around. So we can't worry about if they not backing up. No, it's too much of a dumbass truth to figure out. Why can't she just sit in jail to figure out what they can't lie on about there? Right, they already been there. Right. Oh, no, they're not trying to keep her from the cell because it wasn't violent. And the same argument, remember the base is the same understanding. If I'm looking at it and she's saying, yeah. And he's upset. Dog, he says if I'm not looking at her like she's crazy, She said I got upset at how I didn't mean to ask that, okay? She explained it while she was already upset. Okay, but when she does a shit at you or curse at you, she said she didn't say that either. She just don't understand it. She didn't understand how she's getting mad at it, and you're reading off of paper, and you just double check your for processing that. So I can see why y'all didn't scream at each other again. But when she kept saying it, she says it. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, you gotta make sure that she understands that your family first. Well, yeah, it's like we're sick teaching her, Mom. She said, well, then I won't sick teach you no more. But that's the girl that just happened to say bite me because I happened to ask her very meanly about the white thing today. How about it tasted like little cookies? Yeah. She loved it more so with that. Yeah. She said, I'm sorry. I forgot who Darren gave her a dime every day. Or at one point in time, they actually saved up their dimes from their dollar. So she had 80 cents for a tea, man. She said it, really, thank y'all, man. That is sad how she was too afraid to ask her mom, because Saturdays, imagine that shit not even there. Okay? And no offense, understand people's paychecks so much, okay? As far as the scheduling of it, how about that? She had to pay chair rent. No, y'all was splitting ownership payments. Like wherever the owner might have been, y'all might have had to help Gary with that split, man. And for him not to be the stylist in there, I can see why they played flat. But that's why they was bothering Asia. She said, I would like to ask, right? Because I'm tired of her always dealing with somebody legit to the point y'all understand that as the shop that has so many names, she's just not there anymore. So how's Dion's doing? She's better off with her Main Street. They talk too much about her. If y'all not finding her on Main Street, no offense to her mother and her peoples, she works at the prison. I actually applaud her. She said, really, yeah. Yeah. He said, I didn't mean it. He said, we might have been too, we say, enlightened. Asian. If this applies to you about who she was upset about how y'all talked to her, she says, I did not even talk to her that way. Thank you, Asia. Now y'all sick. We're going to do the opposite now. Sorry. 1 second. They says, okay. She said, that's why we all said that. She says, yeah, you just didn't say that shit like she was supposed to do her hair. Yeah, I can see why she didn't shit talk nobody to Asia. Remember I asked her that? She said, I just should have told her why she can't do my hair like now, and it's like 6 p.m. That was at the end of her day. And what day it was? She said it was Saturday. She was there since 8. What would have been better, Monday through Friday? But 1 second, no, her Wednesdays. No offense to Monday and Tuesday, right? You could have called and really just said, please, can you really have my hair styled Monday and Tuesday? Like, we know you off. And then she would have just opened up the shop. Nobody was there. To the point she started marking as her Saturday and Sunday. She says, right. She followed our schedule to the point she understood her 2 days off. And now we understand why y'all didn't want her. She's too not evil, okay? But they didn't talk, which is enough. That's what we found out from the 94 saga, okay? Yeah, they didn't tell her that her daughter was so raped that she is the Girard College student that got raped the first night she was there. No offense to her not being there in September. But from what Asia already understands, there was someone else that also done that too. He says, Asia, he says, if y'all not ready to say it, y'all all received it as a group as far as at least hearing an inkling about it as far as out of your mouth. So, anyway, they said, dog, they doing too much sick shit. But when y'all not letting her know, he said, I can see why that wasn't a part of Asia's business. He said that they're trying to say like that. He said, we all supposed to be in the same school at the same time. He said that's someone. He said that's someone they can't do nothing. He said it. He said it. It's too many people that hate her. But what happened in 1994? He says that Asia, they not going crazy. They was like, whoa. They says, oh no. No, we can't go through this no more. It was like, oh no, y'all want the auto flight. It was like, Asia's not going crazy. Wow, she stops breathing. What do we do? Why y'all mad at how she stops breathing, man? Damn it. He was like, y'all can't push her nowhere. To the point they might have found the reason. But if y'all just die wrong, or one of the younger kids have it, then don't die on her. Just understanding how she ain't false, make them false believe it. But ain't like she telling them, yeah, y'all know more than us, so they want it to be better. Up, and happier. Like, come on, man. I just thought, no offense to you and Aisha, I just wanted y'all to be good girls. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just be pissed off about the white milk. No offense, she said she remembers seeing something different that usually just, right. How about that was a new actual decision too, on the white milk. So no offense, she said it and just kept it moving. Allowed herself to get disciplined, and you never heard from her get until really this moment, okay? She doesn't remember your name. Okay, listen, if you just happen to be there, you just state your birthday. She says, I was just born in 1983. That's why you're in college then. If not, the last year of high school. They says, right. Oh, okay. You're like, so what are we going to do? She just happens to work at the same prison. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, y'all already understand what y'all not going to have to worry about, so I don't know what to say. Shit. She was like, I'm not going to worry about my life. They're going to switch the rules either way. Yeah, so what we have to do is just make sure they don't mention no male prisons just so the ones that they could care less about raping her gets torn in there. Yeah, that's the one that said the last time you checked the age grader for that was 2015. That's because unfortunately he didn't discuss his cases so much. Remember when he was in jail? He was in the dog. By the time she talked to her cousin, opened to her phone, already been it on. She talked to the right on the computer, but that's not okay? And the whole point is, he's already in jail for raping somebody else, man. We don't know anybody that has so much, it says so much love to you around her. He's a sick fuck dude, man. He says it's never again. She said so not ever again. They says, can we just make sure? He says, oh no, she just happened to see the second. He says, no the hell. We said every woman he wound up really, he understood he was raping them. Because they said no the whole time. He said, they look at you really like that. And they're already sick in her image. They don't understand if that's someone that looks raped. He said, go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and try to stick her life out. He says, like this the Michael Jackson pedophile shit. He said he had a feeling he might have talked to a spirit that was too fucking young and after the fucking fact, too. Dog, it better not be that Tatum O'Neal, Lisa Marie shit. Because that's who he really was around. That was too reportedly to her, too. Yeah, why that's all 95, 96? Yeah, as if, yeah, y'all stayed there a lot. Y'all probably have to mention the ABC was in on some paperwork around that time. Yeah, they had to show up to court, man. Man, I don't think they understand why Asia's not being a sick fuck right now. She's actually more so trying to figure out how. They said they not understanding that. Oh no, she said she declined it. They says, okay, thank you, Asia. They says, oh no, y'all know y'all sicking her for the wrong reasons. They said it. They mad over how they didn't know Asia was this great, but when Asia wasn't liked for the right reasons, look at who they attacked first. They went to the more innocent and then tried to use him last, and meanwhile dragged everybody again. It's so many cycles that y'all forgot the 8-hour cycle. How about what she already understood? They said they understood that within 5 minutes that day. He says, how about that was already late for a lot of us? We trying to tell y'all. It would have been like Asia just explaining, and I was just raped by my cousin, so I just hope that I'm safe again. Okay? And then that's all, okay? Like, stop doing these woulda, coulda, shouldas. They said it was something real not funny. Okay? Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, going up the yonder. Thank you. Finally. Okay, yeah, that's what she saw. Yeah, that was Asia. Oh, God, no. They said it. They finally found the answer so much. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same one. That's the same one everybody get all hype about. They said, yeah, that's 212. It says it. Just put my image up. That's fine enough. Yeah, that's how she looked when she wrote back. She says, well, I didn't even realize I was looking at it. Okay. Sorry that you did. He said, yeah, that's Asia. She said it. We got so mad. It was like, why they keep talking about the girl from the same house? She said it. If she had to deal with too much life around her, I hate how they might have to tell her the truth right to her face. He said, this is where they're not going crazy. See how she has to be silent while we're talking all day, right? What did y'all expect out of the demon, supposedly? Or the one that's being judged? He says, you're kidding me. No, he didn't have to talk with the whole world during this time. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Joe. Man, well, look, Asia's minding her business. I don't know what y'all expected to bother herself with. Well, why not? It's it's like that, she said. Well, yeah, I see why. She said the dog. Yo. She says it. Oh, no. She said, Brianna, we ain't mean to sick you around like you would know that she got abused. They says, damn. We tried to tell you about airport time. I'm sorry. Like we said, it was something too sad about him. We was like, what fucking serial killer that they couldn't get out raped by a lot of people, and they only wanted to narrow it down to their family? Then they was already trying to sick world hump, okay? Alright? He said it. He was like, what else this shit y'all forgot that y'all already, they said they got caught so much. Then when Asia, she has to wait for them to quit trying to rape her, okay? When you can't unrape somebody, it matter how they can't stop Asia from cleaning the fucking floor. Yeah. But that's good. Yeah, they can't sick lie on it. So worst case, they'll try to tell Asia to clean up everything while it's still being clean. He says, yeah, there we go. Oh, that was all there. Y'all can't even tell about that. Damn. He says, I see. He was like, whoa. I see why they couldn't do all that. They were like, wow. So they did show us the mutuality of the neighborhood just to, worst case, just tell you how it is and not to bother people. He was like, hell no. Yeah, it's like if you're not ready to judge yourself, he said, please don't walk into that church that asks, or don't walk into that church they ain't ready to ask you. He said, you keep sick together. He said, then don't, he says it, we'll show you how to be fake for the rest of our life. He said, I'm not saying that shit, man. He says it. You understand to fight with yourself now. He was like, dog, he had to make sure. She said, no, he sounds a lot like himself. So I don't have to say nothing more about that. Yo, it was like, yo, no, she didn't. Trying to not go crazy. She said she understood shit. He's like, that's why you can't be mad at your image, man. He's like, dog, they keep talking to me about this girl that used to date somebody and it's not from her. That had to be that same chick that they keep calling the 5672 chick, okay? Because he can't. He said he can't make his life up, man. He's like, look, if he the same dude that Asia dated, so to speak, and they see each other doing this, they're mad over how Asia dated that one. He said, that's not even, he said, my mama, that's not even my name, okay? When they can't bother Asia, he said, they're not even done learning the whole shoot process. Remember what they can't lie to Asia about. There was no one that she met that was smack-faced like her. Okay? No offense to Lauren. When they smiled, they were similar looking. With all due respect, no offense to Lauren, Asia had found so many of Lauren's twins, okay? That was like that. But leave Lauren's innocent life alone. Asia's judging herself, okay? Yeah, leave all their good standards alone. Especially if they have a new, government system that based on, the no-look sin. Meaning, without us having to judge all those. Exactly. He says it. He says, yeah. Oh, no. Wow, what a way to die, though. He says it, and I need y'all for back if y'all ain't going to get to it, too. Because now they worried about that date. They said, if y'all see anything about them knocking on her door, please make sure they're not sitting at the front desk, okay? Yeah. That's when they at least should have served a warrant or said that they was there. Alright? Yeah, they knocked on the door. He said it. If they trying to sick new cops, they said it. It was too fucking dumb. When they thought they just gotta stay up there as the high church, he says, dog, don't ask them fucking questions no more. They just sicked it. They're not gonna ask, no, if they're not ready to, he says, dear God, no. How about they got a base now if y'all actually respond to based on if y'all ready to judge yourself, not if y'all ready to respond to an emergency. He says it. They kept saying, they says it. He says, dog, if they're not possessed, tell Asia that she already autoed off. He says, oh shit, no. He said they need all of this weirdo Mark Casey shit. Okay? They says if they said it, they got mad. They said they can't lie on that Mark Casey because him and his brother are named twins. But different titles that just show they from the same generation, like Gary Payton twins, okay? So Junior and 2, for example. He says, yeah, that's the same generation. No offense, Prince Michael and Prince Michael. You know what I'm saying? They was like, well, yeah, we understand that. If they never heard anything until Asia went through it, then they talking about Asia's reading, man. More so than anything. Yeah. They was just like, yeah. He says it. They said when you don't go to sick rate, she says, how about if she followed her own heart, it wouldn't happen. She wouldn't even, that baby wouldn't even been walked to. She wouldn't check for all that. So when y'all understand how y'all have a nil argument, it's because y'all sick raped her. And he says, and we talking about just friendships of the past. He said, then tell her what the topic is first. That shit's real crazy. Yeah, I was wondering who these sick ass people that never saw her, like, even after her. Okay? Yeah, he never saw her again. You sounding too much like him. They didn't say he didn't sound like too much like the 2018 year dude and winds up being him. They was like, just make sure he understand the difference between 19182, 19023, 19032, and 19079, and Yaden 19050. Says, okay. He says it. He was like, Dad, I'm not just going crazy. He keeps thinking of driving home in whatever sick-ass system that didn't get explained to these men, because meanwhile, they're still working up until whatever point she sees Data, which is after that, and then that's all. I can see why she's not going to be a crazy-ass deluded person. Not at all. they says they keep threatening her, then that's when she understands maybe lied to him. And I kept saying they're like they don't know how to stop their careers. They might be the sick ass not going to do anything when they're around as cops, okay? That's what don't make sense. Nah, they says it. She says it. Oh no. They says, oh yeah, the civilian. Oh yeah, getting sick on by anybody not explaining themselves through Asia's Mouth's update in regards to anything you may understand about anybody's former position. Okay, as a cop or one of her now, group twos actually. Okay, may not ever get as mad, as happy as that woman again when Asia genuinely categorizes her as someone as a group 3 unless she judges herself guilty of something. You understand that? So, y'all cannot figure out why y'all can't fuck that side of the room over. See why they're not gonna be worried no more. She says it, they can't fuck that side of the room over. They said they forgot that when you don't have nothing, dog, all they trying to do is they just trying to bother Asia. Alright? That's all they work to do. They said it. I don't like how y'all might have just not liked the same type of people physically for no reason, even without the good education. So worst case, y'all might just making the opposite of what the fuck y'all didn't like, okay? So we'll see later. Because for Michael, y'all obsessed with him not looking anything, okay? So if y'all wanted to make him look like that, can y'all not like that? Alright? Now y'all a little too obsessed with that. He was like, well, yeah, thank you, Asia. They was just like, dog, I don't like how we didn't realize what we was doing. We was really like trying to crime ringer. And when we saw so many, he says, former people with records, we didn't like how, no offense to Asia, how we didn't illegally hire her, okay? Alright? So when she understands those precedents, she said it, just make sure I'm in jail first at this point. They keep bothering me. They talk about it while she's still not in prison. She agrees to it and she's still not in jail the next day, okay? Just remember that date when she asked you. Okay? He says it definitely before March. He said, but after January. Okay. Yeah, they were asking that day that they were there at the house. They actually knocked on the door. No warrant was served. Just make sure they're not lying about a warrant being served as well as it not showing up in the computer because they were tired of him really not being like, how about y'all not explaining that to anybody that has any logic, okay? So I hope y'all don't have young children at home. Just don't bother him when she doesn't bother y'all, okay? So meanwhile, he might be following, no offense, his own plan. He said, isn't to her age, okay? See that? So with all due respect, when I get there, they said it, dog. They kept saying, wow. He said it. They kept saying, wow. He was like, that's where they just said it. They said it, dog. If she's putting that there, you get why she's a she in this one. He was like, yo, they sicked her on her silence through the people that keep talking through her mouth. You understand that, okay? Oh, God. They're under other people's households. No, they outsicked her. They outsicked her so much, they would have to not even listen to the dad say, sit down now. Because y'all would have outsicked her like she said that night. Like, yeah, go ahead and grab the baby because we need somebody to outrun you. He says, wow. He said, that's why I wouldn't have been no match then. He said, I understand my question more now. So we just need y'all to understand that. He said, they outsicked me. He was like, yeah, that's it. He was like, he couldn't even act like whatever he thought wasn't going crazy in Asia's life. How about when she asked you and her understanding for it? He was like, yeah, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. He was like, dog, I didn't like how he might have liked that Andre Rice, the Dr. Dre Rice.